so much for joining me. I'm just sitting here picking my old guitar. Might have scratched my butt a couple of times too. Guitar's a little out of tune. May there to all you joining me here. It's a time of reflection. A time for me to talk to you how you could probably save on your health insurance. Nope, not going to do that. May there to all of you. You can see a bunch of y'all already trickling in here like... I don't know what, but I'm going to get on here. I'm going to pull this up here. A bunch of you getting in here. I'm going to say may there to you. Then I'm going to jump right into my preview for listen to me. I am going to give you the preview for Clemson, Notre Dame in Charlotte for the ACC Championship. By the way, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. It's over here. Turn on the notifications. It just lets you know. Oh, I burped a little bit. When I put on a show, let's go through here. I'm going to do this real fast. Here we go. Clemson Carson, may there to you. Chase Henderson, may there. Clemson Girl, may there to you. Notre Dame Dude 88, Merry Christmas, Bobby. Merry Christmas to you. Bo Weevil, may there to you. Will I teach you guitar, Chase Henderson? May there, may there, may there. Virginia Capital Coasters. You believe Taters are going to win. May there to you. Orange 1973. May there to you. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-day, Junior. And then we got Lou Patton. May there, Bobby. Long time no here. May there to you. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I know big Texas A&M fan. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Now, listen to y'all. Pigskin Pete goes on at 10 o'clock. It's 9:40. I ain't going to stay on here forever because I try not to go live and stuff when my buddies are going live and stuff and so on. And sometimes we cross over. It's, you know, we just try, you know, anyway. A bunch of you in here. Ohio State football for life. May there to you, LOL. Dukes, Isgit. I hope I said that right. May there to you. So let's dive right into this. If any of you get in here after this, may there to you. Yes, Chase Henderson, I will teach you how to play guitar. A lot of boogie-woogie stuff, but... Alright, so we know what happened the last time Clemson and Notre Dame played. It was South Bend. Notre Dame wins the ball game. It was a thriller. We know who played. We know who didn't play. Okay? Now, Notre Dame, I congratulate you too. You won the ball game. You know, it is what it is. Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about some of the key points. Notre Dame said they were missing some players. Every time I read a report on this game, between me and you, I always hear about, just like neutral media. Neutral media, they ain't got a dog in the fight, or a tiger, or an Irishman jigging. All they have is they're talking about who didn't play the game. And they never bring up the players that Notre Dame fans said, well, we were missing players too. Well, we were missing Trevor Lawrence. Now, granted, DJ Ukulele, you ain't gonna like, I always mess it up. We'll just call him DJ. DJ played that game tonight and threw for the most yards ever thrown against Notre Dame. So we can't take away from quarterback play. But having the general out there with a national championship under his belt and he's in the third season, at that time, front runner for the Heisman Trophy, and #1 overall pick for the draft, probably one of the most prolific players to ever play college football. Not playing the game was kind of a big deal. Then you go to Tyler Davis, who was on the line for us. Ridiculous. He didn't play the game. We had injuries at linebacker. We had injuries at DB. All I'm saying is Notre Dame beat us the first time. They beat us, and that's it. Ian Book came out, played a really good game. But we got all those players pretty much back. That was not playing in that game. Trevor Lawrence will play, and I'm not going to go ahead and say this, everybody. If you're new to my channel, you're going to get offended if you easily get offended this. But I'm glad he kind of got COVID and went ahead and got it over with, so we don't have to worry about him getting COVID this weekend. The whole antibodies, but again, if you talk to people, they always... Well, I heard. It's like, just shut up. I heard you can get it again in 2 weeks after you got it. I love how the story changes on that. Maybe if we all kill ourselves, we won't get it. Anyway, back to college football. Trevor Lawrence, 2,431 yards. Ian Book, 2,382 yards. Look at this. Trevor Lawrence missed that game. Very next week was a bye week. Week after that, we're supposed to play Florida State down in Tallahassee. Went all the way down to Tallahassee, and then guess what happened? Guess what? They canceled. So he had 3 weeks off. His numbers are still at 24-31. He basically lost 2 weeks. Still a big deal to me. Travis Etienne kind of floundered a little bit here this season, but he's still Travis Etienne. I'd rather have him in the backfield for us than I would about anybody now. I mean, it's like talking about family now. Y'all's Williams Young, and that kid right there, kid can play football, really good explosive back. Had that to, what was that? That was his, I think. I want to say he's the one who had that 75-yard touchdown on the second play. But anyway. Let's just talk about some numbers. Right now, I'm on ESPN right now. Y'all forgive me. ESPN, the matchup predictor, or whatever that means, says Clemson has basically 71% chance of winning. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina. For any of you geographically challenged, go to Google, or whatever your search engine is. Go to Waze, okay? Go to Waze, type in Clemson, South Carolina to Charlotte, North Carolina. Then do the same with South Bend, Indiana to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a home game for Clemson. We've been playing the ACC championship up there for, well, basically ever. And it basically is all orange. Okay, so this is basically a home game for us. All right. Clemson's a 10.5-point favorite. That's actually increased recently. So what is Ole Bobby trying to say? Okay, we hear this whole thing that it's hard to beat a team twice. I agree. It is very hard. In fact, I said on a show I went on, talking about Notre Dame, somebody had me on there. I said, listen, here's the deal. If we had to lose a game, aside from it being ACC championship and playoff, I would have rather lost the first one. I'd rather not lose at all, but I'd rather lost the first one if I had to, like we did. And then, because the second time it's harder to beat somebody, especially with a lot of talent. If you have to lose, now I'm not an advocate for losing, but just go down that rabbit trail. So what do I think is going to happen? Well, here's exactly what I think will happen. I'm not going to read any more stats. You can go look up stats if you want to. 4 o'clock, ABC, Charlotte, North Carolina. Notre Dame's a home team. They're number 2. Clemson's number 3. The most amazing ACC championship we've had ever. Period. Really hasn't taken much, especially over the past few years. Ian Book's got a lot. Has got a lot of people praising him. He came out. He played like a man against us. Now, here's me being critical. There's some of y'all out there. I know you Notre Dame fans. I got some good Notre Dame fans on here. So you know, I gave credit where credit was due. But I also just like to tell the truth. I've got away from telling the truth too much. I kind of feel like a liar. So if some people takes this as mean, well, I'm sorry, this is the truth. Just because it hurts your feelings doesn't mean it's wrong. We had some really key players out that game. They're not out this time. And unless between today, Wednesday, and Friday, somebody gets caught for improperly touching a goat, or gets backed over by a bus, you are going to get not the real Clemson team. You are going to get the guy. You're going to get the team. You're going to get the real team. the healthy team. I said I wouldn't say real team. You're going to play the healthy team. You're going to play a healthy team who you beat. You're going to get the team that you didn't see up there. I mean, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you right now. You are going to get the team that you did not see up there. That was the real Clemson team who came up and played. Now, half the team showed up in the ambulance, but that was still the real Clemson team. We knew what we were going into. We didn't play fundamental football. So what's the keys to the game? Fundamental football. Fundamental football does not fumble an exchange between a 5-star quarterback who played lights out, by the way, and a first-round running back. And the ball ends up in your defensive end linebacker's hands, running back for a touchdown. That's not fundamental football. I love Travis Etienne, a senior, would not run the ball out of bounds in the last minute 45 seconds of the game on third down. He wouldn't do it. He would have stayed inside the boundaries. He would have took a knee. All right? That was not fundamental football. Turning the ball over in the game twice, not fundamental football. The key to this game is whoever plays fundamental football wins this ball game. And I promise you, if Clemson plays fundamental football and they're focused, Notre Dame will lose. I predict that Clemson wins the ball game by 10 points. I call somewhere along the lines of 31-21. I think it's going to be a good game. 31-21. I see Clemson winning this ball game. Now I'm going to give you, as I said, I'm going to fundamental football. Now if they start playing around and fumble and exchange and all bets are off. All right? All bets are off. But you got the general out there. He's coming back out there. And I will tell you this. I said that whether he played or not, it wouldn't have made a difference. But I will say this. It's hard for you to pin your ears back when you know on the other side that guy will make you pay. We found out that DJ was hurt in the second half of the game. I'm just saying, Trevor Lawrence is going to be big, but Tyler Davis coming back is going to be huge. Skowski, if he's, I've got to look him up. Y'all forgive me if he's not playing, but I'm pretty sure he is playing. That's a big deal. Just a big deal. Big deal. Question, that's what I was getting to. Lou Patton, my buddy from Texas A&M. Now, Lou, you know I love you. You know I love you. You know when I start off like that, I'm about to say something you might not like. But I love you, Lou. So don't get upset about that. Chase Henderson, call my wife live in the stream to tell him to hurry up with those dishes. I'm doing this. First of all, thank you for the $10 super chat, Chase. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. I'm going to drink every beer I can get out of that $10. I've been saving up some pocket change. Okay? Yeah. But anyway, I'm on my phone right here. I can't call him on my phone. But I would call him live. That would be fun. That would be fun. Tell your wife, which is his brother, by the way, Parker Henderson. For all of you watching out there, you don't know him. I always call them husband and wife. But they're brothers. Parker and Chase Henderson been good people to Bobby Dirkens. Bobby Dirkens thinks the world of them. I'm going to tell you right now, if I should die, I need one of y'all, even though you're married, to take my wife and raise my kids. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Okay, so Lou, I'm going back to this once again. Thank you for supporting the channel, $10. Lord, I tell you, you dug into your Christmas money. I'm gonna owe your kids an apology. I got one less gift this year. Whew. Thank you so much. They didn't need that toy anyway. Bobby needed the beer. Now, okay, I'm gonna say this. Pete's show starts in 7 minutes. Y'all go check out Pigskin Pete. He didn't ask me to say that. I just know he's going on in 10 minutes. Just tell him about that. So, okay, Lou, you know, I think the world of you, Lou Patterson, but I'm gonna say something, as I've already said, that you probably ain't gonna like. Lou Patton, I said Patterson, Lou Patton. Lou's good people. He supported the show and everything. Come on here. He's huge, loves his Texas A&M, and he should love his A&M. I love my Tigers, okay? All right? But Bobby's getting to the point here. Is Texas A&M a bad football team? No. Is Texas A&M a playoff football team? No. But I'm going to tell you, this is what I think will happen. This is what I think can happen, Lou, for Texas A&M. If Clemson wins the game by a few points, Clemson's in, Notre Dame's in, we know Alabama's in. And then the committee's going to have to choose between an Ohio State team that's played 2 games all season or y'all who's played a full slate. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, not just because you supported me or anything. By the way, I got a good Ohio State following. Some of you like try to talk trash to me. I like to talk trash with you, too. It's fun and everything. We are not scared to play you. For the love of whatever you believe in, we are far from afraid to play you. How has that worked out the past 3 times you've played us in the past 5 years? Not good. Not good. And every year, we were scared to death to play you. Scared. Not scared at all. Love to play you. With that said, if I'm the committee and I'm doing the right thing, unless A&M, if they don't play this week, I get that Notre Dame dude 88. I'm with you. That's my problem. You lost by 28 to Alabama. Well, that was weeks ago. 28-point loss? That is... Let me tell you right now, you lose by 2 touchdowns, we can swallow that. Lose by 17, we're scratching our butts thinking what happened there. You lose by 28, that's where a team who is 11, listen to me, 11 and 1 or 10 and 1, it's hard to just shove them in there because I'm going to tell you right now, had y'all lost by less than 28, like that 14 range, I think you can feel pretty good, Aggies, about going in. But I have a hard time seeing Ohio State go in, and they barely played any games. I mean, I say they barely played any games. They've played games. They hadn't played a full schedule. Their conference mishandled things just like the Pac-12. And I'm glad the Pac-12 is where they're at. And for the love of God, do not put Southern Cal in the college football playoff. I don't think that they're a bad football team. But do not put Southern Cal in. This doesn't even make sense. I had a question in there. Let me see. I'm going to answer that. I'm going. Seriously, I ain't going fringe on my buddy. Notre Dame dude said, what's that got to do with 2020, Bobby? What you talking about? 2020, Bobby. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's that got to do with 2020? You learn stuff from the past. You do learn stuff from the past. I mean, I will say that. I agree to a point. uh, you do learn from the past. Lou Patton? No, I think that should be number 5, possibly. I mean, I'm just telling you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Well, listen, I'm about to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I know we talked about 2020 ball. Yeah, Parker, you made it. Good job, you made it. I'm about to leave here. He shows up like that. Like after you go and you do the dishes and then Parker shows up. Hey, can I help in here? No, because I did it. I'm picking at you, buddy. Got 39 people in here watching, and I'm about to get off here. Everybody go check out Pigskin Pete. He's coming up next. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. Well, listen, I'm Bobby Dirkens. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. No, I haven't been posting that much recently. People have been like, hey, where are you at? You ain't killed yourself, had you? COVID got you, didn't it? No, it tried it. Made it look like a weenie. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Comment, everything. I try to comment as much as I possibly can. But y'all go check out Pigskin Pete. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up, I'll keep showing out.